What is up, guys? It is Samim, and I'm here with my client, Quan. He is an absolute machine, and glad to have you here today, man. I guess if you don't mind, just tell us what you do, who you help, and how long you've been doing this for.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thanks for having me. So I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and now I help high-level CEOs. Most people who just they really have like a high stress job and they don't have a lot of time to like figure this thing out. So I help them, pretty much develop a plan, and we just dive deep into their nutrition and figure out exactly what's going on. And we figure out workouts that fit in their schedule. So it's been going good. I've been training for the last say about 7, 8 years. Been working for myself the last almost 5 years, and once I started this online training thing, this is amazing for sure.
Yeah, it was cool to watch when you came in. Like, what? Now we're at 6 months. I mean,
Yeah,
it's been, kind of a journey, right? Beginning, you're like, Samim, I got to get in front of higher quality people. I was like, just trust me, give me a second, and we'll make it happen. So I guess like rewind back a little bit before we started working together. What do you feel like was the biggest challenge or problem like getting online? And I think what do you feel like has been the biggest change?
yeah. Before we started working together, I tried different coaches before. You know, um, they had me doing different click funnels, and different 6 week challenges, 12 week challenges, all these things. And I got money here and there, but it was nothing. I didn't really see myself like, oh, I can actually grow with this, and I didn't feel confident to walk away from in-person training to do it full time. Um, so the biggest challenge is like figuring out something that's actually scalable and that I can make enough money that I can like feel confident, like, okay, I can do this full time and focus all my energy on it. So learning how to use LinkedIn specifically, to get high quality clients is like amazing because I don't have to stress out so much. I'm trying to get 50 clients at, 100, $200 a month. Rather, I can just focus on high quality people. So it's crazy, crazy story too. Maybe a week or two before I even met you, my gym actually closed down because of COVID. And I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? I was already kind of in a mindset like, all right, I want to go online. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And someone referred me to you and I went straight to you. Um, and I'm just glad I actually made the decision and just go for it. I was a little scared to make the investment at first, but it definitely paid off. And like, yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing for sure.
Yeah, man. So like, I guess in terms of numbers, like, what have you generated, like in terms of like just ballpark? I mean, I'm sure it's more or less, but overall, from what you've already calculated out, like, what have you generated? Would you say from the LinkedIn and also just the more high ticket model that we've set up?
Yeah, for sure, man. I've been getting clients left and right like every week, and I got to get better with my numbers. But it's at least it's over 15 grand for sure, like 15 grand just in the last like few months, and it took me a long time to make that with in-person training, and I'm working less and just more efficient too as well. So yeah,
Well, it's funny because in the beginning, whenever we were like getting started, I remember you're like, man, I need to get in front of more high quality people. And like we went back and forth and I was just like, give the first 90 days. And we kind of it's kind of weird because like whenever people sign on, like I think just success in anything is like it's a delay, right? Like so whatever you're
yeah,
doing now is going to pay off in 90 days. And I think what's interesting is like I see a lot of people just posting and they're showing up and it is powerful. Like obviously like leadership is huge and showing who you are is one thing, but like you were saying in the beginning, like if you were trying to get in front of people just on your Facebook and your Instagram, and you got some people, but they were either past clients or they were like lowballing you. And I remember we were like, Samin, when am I getting in front of these high quality people? And it's just when we had started LinkedIn, and it probably took us what about a good 90-day ramp up period. But then as soon as you got that ramp up period, things started to really click. So it's cool to watch you get like that CEO from California and just all the different stuff that had happened and just realizing that evolution as you were bringing like, when am I going to do it? And I was like, it was cool to watch that.
yep, yep. I'm definitely working with some pretty cool clients. I'm working with Tempe Mayor, a guy. He actually is like the vice president of the Special Olympics. A couple CEO nonprofits. I never would have had these people like if it wasn't for this program. But the money is cool and the money is great. But I think the more important thing is I'm actually learning how to be a better leader. Overall, and better show up better in my content and improve my sales skills. Like I really like even if I got in front of a CEO beforehand, I wouldn't really know how to like structure an offer or know exactly what to say. I remember when I first started, my sales calls were horrible.
Oh my
Um,
God. That was
but yeah,
good.
you just
You're working on it.
yeah, we're working on it now. It's gotten a lot better. So yeah, that's good. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? I mean, overall, if we're looking back, like, what do you think? Even the last like 90 days, like, made the biggest difference for you? Like, where do you feel like you were like, you know what, this like really helped me a lot? Was it just the sales stuff, or was it like a combination of that and being in front of the right audience? What would you say personally made the biggest impact for you?
Made the biggest impact. Just know how to, I guess, utilize LinkedIn the right way so I can like actually have the right message to these people, and just getting on the coaching calls and knowing what to say. And when I have those hurdles, I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do in this situation, and then you can kind of coach me through that and tell me, okay, do this, say this, and yeah, that just kind of made me jump over those hurdles, in the last few months. Sure.
Sure, man. I mean, I think overall, I mean, we're just getting started. So obviously we're continuing for the next six, but it's kind of cool because it's like you just built that momentum, but now you're like your skills are honed. So as you get in front of more people, even really going from January on, we're gonna hit a really good season that'll be cool to watch you apply your skills in a really good season, let alone like, you know,
Yeah.
during all the stuff that's happened during COVID, during the elections, everything, and still things are moving forward. So it's just cool to see somebody take action. And you built LinkedIn from scratch too. You pretty much brand new, never been on the platform before. That was cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you were to like look forward at someone who's like in a similar position to you, before you had started, like what would you say to them? What piece of advice should they book a call? Should they chat, or they should just avoid me at all costs? What are your thoughts?
Definitely don't avoid Samim. Honestly, you are the best fitness person I ever dealt with. Honestly, you give great information, but you give it to us straight, and I know that you're not just telling me something that, oh, just to take my money. You are really giving me real good value. You know what I mean? So if you're a fitness trainer and you're just tired of like your in-person trainer, or you just want to hone your skills and so you can improve and build something that's actually scalable, definitely book a call with Samim and see it yourself. This is just my personal testimony. I'm definitely loving it, and I'm definitely just want to keep on going. And yeah, the process has been great for me personally.
No, definitely, man. I mean, obviously I've loved coaching and helping you. You're definitely not a lazy person. So kind of if you want to play devil's advocate, do not book a call if you're lazy. Please don't.
Don't do it.
One of us probably hated me more times than not, but like I'm never going to sugarcoat something. If it's going to help you, I'm going to be straight up. And I just think that like if you're somebody who gives a shit about your results and like wants real help and you're willing to do the work, it's possible. I mean, especially let's say you don't have an audience LinkedIn, or if you don't know where to start, like it's just showing up and pushing yourself with the right strategies. And I think you've done an incredible job at that. Obviously, super grateful. And just, I'm excited to see what happens. Like we're getting into a really good season, so you get to apply everything on a new level.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I'm doing things I didn't even think that was possible. I'm like, what? People actually pay me, a certain amount of money for this. But I'm also having like a mindset shift, and like I'm actually worth it because I'm getting great testimonials, like their lives are actually changing. And now I see the value of online training versus in person, because we can actually go in depth and really see like, okay, where are they having the mistakes at? Where's their habits? So we're actually delivering more value. I think initially when I first started, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable charging a high ticket price because I feel like inside I'm like I'm ripping somebody off and I'm like a good person. But you showed me like how to deliver high value and get paid for your worth.
Do you feel like it was from like watching the process and like doing it yourself? Like, where do you feel like that came in? Because I noticed a lot of people struggle with that. It's like a lot of trainers don't believe that online is as valuable as in person. But you know, I've looked around and I've seen a lot of things. Like a lot of the times when people are getting paid well, they're able to pay attention and show up for their clients in a better way. And I think, I mean, you've probably personally seen that, but it's just a different level of leadership where you become someone different and the people you attract also change. So where do you think that actually came from in terms of the way you saw the value proposition shift?
Probably just from working with clients, like I think you got to just throw yourself in the fire and then actually like go through that experience. I think a lot of trainers who actually say that they probably never really worked with like someone who fully invested in a program or had the right program to actually do it. You know what I mean? So if they are doing online training, they might just not be doing it the right way. But when you learn how to do it the right way, you're like, oh, this is valuable. So just actually working with clients and seeing the transformation is like, oh wow, So just the in-person experience, that's where it came from. Yeah.
For sure, man. Well, obviously, super excited to see what's ahead. Grateful for all of your hard work and to watch you grow. It's been epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to see what's ahead. So, yeah, guys, this is Jaquan. He's an absolute badass. Please do not mistake the fact that he's a hard worker. I can only take so much credit for the fact that he's shown up and listened to everything and just executed like an absolute machine. Nothing but love and respect for him. But if you're somebody who like takes action and wants to grow and make things better, Quan is an example of someone who does the work, shows up, he's coachable as hell, he does it and he moves. And so, for that kind of person, this can be life-changing. If you're lazy, don't even just turn this off because you're gonna hate me. But I won't let people down when it comes down to like getting real quality information, and I want to see people win. So either way, Quan, awesome having you today, man. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But that's it.